In the spring of 1986, life in the small town of Brookville seemed ordinary. Children laughed in the schoolyard, parents hurried to work, and the town's yellow school buses carried students safely every day. On the morning of May 14, 15 children and one teacher boarded a bus for what was supposed to be a simple field trip. Their destination was Morning Lake National Park, a place of fresh air, tall pines, and picnic grounds by the water. It was meant to be a day of joy. But by sunset, joy had turned into horror. The bus never returned. When parents gathered at the school that evening, waiting anxiously, they were told the children had not arrived at the park at all. Somewhere between Brookville and Morning Lake, the bus had simply vanished. At first, police assumed it was a breakdown. Search teams were sent down Highway 16. Helicopters circled above, scanning the dense forest. Divers searched the cold, dark waters of Morning Lake. Volunteers combed through the woods with flashlights late into the night. But there was nothing. Not a single scrap of metal. Not a piece of clothing. The entire bus had disappeared, along with every soul inside it. The town fell into panic. Parents refused to let their children walk to school. Rumors spread like wildfire. Some said the bus must have driven into the lake and sunk into the mud. Others whispered about the silent forest, a stretch of trees known for strange disappearances and chilling stories told around campfires. Weeks passed. The investigation produced no answers. No witnesses had seen the bus leave the road. No wreckage was ever discovered. The official report called it one of the strangest unsolved cases in state history. Eventually, the town went quiet, but the families never stopped searching. For years, every creek in the woods, every ripple on the lake, felt like a reminder of the children who never came home. For nearly 4 decades, Morning Lake held its silence. Until now. In April of 2025, construction crews were working on new cabins near the edge of the forest. While digging, heavy machinery struck something hard, buried deep in the soil. At first, they thought it was scrap metal. But when the mud was cleared, the workers froze in disbelief. It was a yellow school bus. Rust eaten through its doors. Windows shattered. Tires gone. But unmistakably, the very bus that had vanished in 1986. Investigators were called immediately. When the bus was opened, what they found inside horrified them. 15 small backpacks were still sitting neatly on the seats, as though waiting for children to return. Tiny shoes lay scattered across the floor. And carved into the metal at the back of the bus, were claw marks. Deep, frantic scratches, etched by small hands. But not a single body. Not one bone. Experts confirmed the bus had been underground for nearly 4 decades. But how did it get there? Who buried it? And where are the missing children? Theories began to spread again. Some said it was a landslide, the earth swallowing the bus whole. Others believed something darker, kidnapping, experiments, or perhaps something supernatural, tied to the old legends of the silent forest. The truth remains unknown. 39 years later, the bus has finally been found. But the children and their teacher are still missing. Morning Lake has given back a piece of the story, but not the ending. Perhaps, it never will.